We have this jumbo lobster tail from the Seasoned Carte from South Africa. And then we're gonna go ahead and place that in the bottom of a greased crock pot. And we're gonna actually take this whole box of these fancy cabavari noodles and throw them on top. I'm gonna go ahead and take my gloves off. We're now gonna come in with 2.5 cups of whole milk and just drizzle that over the entire dish. And this is gonna actually cook these noodles. And oh, you're not gonna need water for this. It's gonna be the most decadent mac and cheese you've ever had. We're now gonna take half of this container of the heavy whipping cream and pour that on top as well. So there we go. We're also gonna take 1/4 of a cup of AP flour and just kind of drizzle it on top of this mixture.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that AP flour that's where it's at. And we're gonna take about a teaspoon of onion powder, so that's about that. We're gonna take a teaspoon of paprika. You can use smoked if you want. And then we're gonna take a teaspoon of onion powder, sprinkle that on. And then we also have a 1/2 cup of Gruyere cheese.
Ooh,
we're gonna,
that's the good stuff.
That's that fancy stuff from somewhere imported.
That smells really good.
And then we have a 1.5 cups of that sharp cheddar. And then we're just gonna go ahead and sprinkle that on top, and it is looking great. Okay. Now we're gonna just go in with some tongs, and we're just gonna go ahead and mix this whole thing up, get everything incorporated, congealed together, and then we're gonna actually fish out the lobster tail, pun intended. We're gonna go ahead and set it on top of the mac and cheese. Now we have this butter hack for you. You're probably thinking, why do I have a sausage cutter for butter? Well, you're gonna put the butter in there, and you go like this, and you just, ready?
Yeah.
Are you seeing what it's doing?
Whoa.
Yeah. Literally making this butter the perfect slices.
That is satisfying.
Yeah. Then we're gonna take about a 1/2 stick of that butter that's already sliced up, and we're gonna place a couple of them on top of the lobster tail because lobster goes great with butter. And then we're gonna go ahead and paste the rest evenly into the mac and cheese mixture, just like that. And then we're gonna finish it off with some Old Bay seasoning. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit on top of the lobster and a little bit like this, and we're gonna cook it on low for 3 hours, and we'll be right back. Okay, it's been 3 hours. Look at this. It's a thing of beauty. We're gonna go ahead and pick this lobster tail up, and we're gonna go ahead and give it a little cut down the belly, okay? And then we're gonna give it a cut down the top of the shell. These kitchen shears are like cutting through this lobster like butter.
That smells good, that Old Bay.
Oh, it does. You could smell this right now.
Oh my gosh.
And there you go. You just kind of break that off, and you're gonna be left with a big, nice piece of flaky meat. Oh my gosh. Now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna cut this into little bite-sized chunks. And you can mix this in if you want with the mac and cheese. But we're actually gonna leave it on top because we're gonna be eating this right now. So each scoop is gonna have about the same amount of lobster chunks on it. This is some of the best lobster you can get, the South African lobster. The flavor is actually infused into the mac and cheese just from the lobster being on top when cooking it. Everything just dripped in, and just trust me. We're actually gonna level this up. We have some fresh parsley. We're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and give it a little bit of color and a little bit of flavor.
Those scissors are crazy.
Yeah, it's got like four little scissors in one. It's meant for herbs and spices in the kitchen. Now we're gonna bring our bowl over, and we're gonna get a nice serving. We got the lobster in there. We got the mac and the cheese. Oh, the parsley. Don't be shy. Okay, and now the moment I've been waiting for. It's cheesy, it smells wonderful. This is it. Like, this is how you should eat lobster. This is how you should eat mac and cheese. Super easy. You saw how easy that was. Highly recommend this recipe. I give it a 10 out of 10. Give it a shot.